Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to do a sort of a tutorial how-to video on a process that I have done in the past with printing on my printer and then transferring it onto other things. So the reason I decided I want to do this again today was a little while ago got these doilies from Temu that were printed on. I thought, well, those were kind of cool. I could definitely do something like that. I've got doilies, and so let me put these to the side, put these away-ish. And what I've done before, and I will link the previous video too, is this right here is tissue paper, and what I do is I'll print a digital page onto a what do you want to call it? It is one of these. It is the removal sheet, the back sheet of sticker labels. Now these particular ones are ones that I use for packages that I ship out through my Etsy store. So normally it's kind of hard to tell, but there's a little line there where it label, and they get stuck to the boxes. But you can use any kind of these release kind of papers, like if you've got the regular smaller labels, anything like that. Once you get it all cleaned off and you have this really slick surface, you can do this. So what I do is I will put this in the printer because it is 8.5 by 11, and it will print on here the digital. I then take the digital and I flip it over, and and I'll show you, lay it down and transfer all the ink that was on here onto whatever surface. First time I did it, like it says, tissue paper, and this time I'm going to take doilies and do the transfer on that, and I am 99.9% sure this should work because it kind of worked in the past. All right, so yeah, so these are going to be the transfers that I'm going to use, and I'm going to take my doilies, and I just have a sheet of paper here that I just want to use to lay it down, so when I transfer the paper onto it, it doesn't hit my mat. All right, so I think these doilies are stuck together, and they are. All right, so I think I should be able to lay probably 6 of them on here. Yep. 2 more. Kind of hard to tell if they're stuck together because they are so thin, but yep, they're stuck together. Okay, so I think the first one I'm going to try is a floral background, so I can get little florals on here. So I'm going to have to pause the video because otherwise it's going to take a minute to print those, and it's going to be pretty boring. All right, here is the print off, fresh off the print. It's very muted in color, but it is amazing how it will change when we flip it over. So I'm going to gently try to grab the corners, and I'm going to do my best to lay it right. Oh, don't move on there. Okay, that shifted a bit. So, all right, so I put my hand on one side, and then I'm going to go ahead and smooth the other side out. I never want to take my hand off of the back of this release paper because it starts to slide. And that is never good because it gets blurry. And I mean, like I said, I think it's going to be blurry anyway because I appear to have slid as I was laying it down. But we'll see. We will see. So I'm going to do my best to hold it tight and make sure I get all the spots. Okay. And reveal. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, because I don't want this to dry, is I'm going to, the wet wipe, should have had this out already, and I'm going to clean this off because this is reusable. I let it dry. I always have a couple sheets available, and I let it dry in between, and this can be printed on again. I get quite a few printouts before it kind of gets permanently stained. And I probably should have something below this too, but and when this dries, fun. Okay, put this to the side, let it dry, and okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get these up close to show you. So, as you can see, there's flowers there. Not as crystal clear as the ones that I got from Temu that they probably printed on it, but boy, it sure is close. And like this one came out cool. Flowers right in the center. This one got a little smushed, but you can still see the floral. This one, this is the one I knew had slid, and I could tell right there it had slid because there's the stem. But you know, put some sort of focal point right there or a butterfly, and that'll work. And this one came out cool. Some colors. But you can see how it kind of transferred the rest of it around there. I could probably use some of this for something too, as a sort of a tag or something. Or I'll just keep printing on it. But that's kind of cool, huh? Fun stuff. All right, let's see if I can, I'm going to pause the video and see if I can find another kind of one to print off. All right, I am back, and this time I'm going to use a digital from Arty Tracy Fox Studios, a little bit more graphic. And we're going to go ahead and place that down and start a motion. So curious if you ever tried to do any of this kind of transfer printing. I originally started, when I first did it, trying to print on tissue paper by gluing the paper down onto the paper and putting it through the printer, and it would get jammed sometimes, and yeah, I wasn't a big fan. It worked a few times. I actually have one I found recently. This was, kind of can't really tell, but there's two of them. There's some tissue papers that I would print on, and it worked pretty good for what I was looking for. But like I said, occasionally it would get jammed, and when I decided to try to do, and the reason I did that this way is because I have put this paper in upside down on my printer. So this side, if it prints on it, smears, and it kind of made me think, well, what if I did put it on the other side and see if it worked? And sure enough, it did. So let's go ahead and clean this off. Once again, it works. And I did notice on this second print that I used before, the line that was inside of here was a little darker because I think some of the ink accumulated on there. So just know if you want a truly clean print, you might have to start with a completely new one and not reuse them, or find ones that don't have the line in the back. Okay, so let's see how these look, and I can tell already they're very cool. Like I said, they're just graphic. So arty with some teals and pinks, and that one's fun. Blues and purples. This one's got some colors in there, and that one's got oranges and greens, and again blues and pinks, and this one's mostly pink. But yeah, look how fun the rest of that is. I'd be able to maybe cut this down and use it at some point. I did flip it over. There's the other side. But yeah, that's kind of cool, huh? All right. Yeah, I like them. All right, I am back, and I've done a couple more rounds, I guess you would call it. I did another one of the Arties. It was a smaller squares on there. It was a little bit lighter, but yeah, some fun stuff there. So I got 2 sets of those, and that's the one. Okay, yeah, that's the set I did originally, and then I found another one of this is by Leanna Scraps Embroidered Flowers, and I found another one that I wanted to do, some blue flowers on that one. This one came out very cool. Got a nice like yellow daisy in there. Got like a little forest of flowers. This one came out really sweet. Hopefully you can see it. White flowers and pink flowers. You can see the embroidery running through. Very fun. And this one came out very cool too. This has purple flowers and an orange one down there. You can really kind of see the embroidery on there. It's very cool. And this one got a little bit smudged, but it's got some orange and yellow flowers on there. So those came out fun. And then I did a printout. I was recently on the Rach and Bella Simply Summer collab, and one of the pages they had in there had some pretty red and blue flowers. So I printed one of those out, and these came out very nice too, very summery. So I think I like that blue on there, and pretty blue on there. This page was very similar, had a lot of the same flowers, but yeah, I think that came out cool. So yeah, so I printed a few more, but I just want to, and I got a whole batch of stuff that's printed. I got a ton of them now. I love it. And so I'm thinking I'm going to do a quick card just to show how we can use these. I'm just going to ink the edge of this flower a little bit more. I see a little bit more on there that I didn't get. Okay, so I was thinking to use one of these this has orange and green on it. That could be kind of fun. This one kind of has all the colors. Yeah, I like it. So we can cut it apart, wrap it around, do something fun like that. I am gonna see if I can, kind of hard to ink doilies, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of a shot just to get the edge of it. Yeah, it seemed to take. There we go. And as I'm doing that, I'm like, I probably should have tried coffee dyed doilies. I have a few of those, and see how those come out. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this on. Glue that right there. So we're just gonna put some glue on the card because it's never easy to put glue. Oh, glue. I forgot there's a new glue stick, brand new, and here I am smearing the living daylights out of it. Well, it's going to be well glued, I'll just say that. And I think I will wrap this around a little bit because it's still got some fun print on there, right? Yeah. Yeah, cute. Okay, and we'll go ahead and glue this down. Boy, you can just tell it's warm in my room because it's warm outside. That this glue, it's new, but it's also really smeary. Okay, I'm gonna move this to the side here, and I think I'm gonna throw a nice label on there. All right, I think I'll do one of the Days Gone By Tracy Fox because that's her arty kit. Get this out of the way, getting a little sticky. And I think I like the country store. I like that. Oh, I think I'm going to do that. I'll just cut this out real quick. Yeah, so if you have any questions about it, since it was kind of a quickish tutorial, I will link the first one I did. I think I went a little bit more in depth on that one for it since the first time I did it, but it's definitely not difficult to do if you have the right stuff, and great way to kind of coordinate things. I was making a kit with the arty. It'd be kind of fun to have some doilies that kind of matched and went with it. I picked that kit to make some doilies just because they had some fun colors on them, and I thought they would go with lots of things. So maybe a little butterfly up there will be kind of pretty too. Let's see. Get in there, little guys. They're so slippery. All right. cute. I like it. Yeah, so if you're got some plain doilies laying around that you kind of want to zhuzh up a little bit, yeah, I mean, it takes a matter of, you know, minutes to get a bunch done. I was also thinking to try envelopes, lay those down and be able to transfer on those. That could be kind of fun too. Pretty much anything you can print on, I would think, and doesn't want to run through your printer very well, would be a good thing to try this on. So if you got anything that you would like to print on, book pages would work, and yeah, anything that's too hard to run through the printer, I would give it a try. So just as you're, I stuck up on these a lot. This is just a small amount that I have, but every time I use up a label sheet, I save the backing of it, and I get a fairly good stash right now on hold for when I want to go ahead and print some stuff. So yeah, I like it. All right, well, if you like the video, thumbs up would be an awesome thing to see. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel and see some future videos, please do so. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you get notified when the videos do pop up. And yeah, again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask below, leave a comment. What you thought about this process, if you think you might try it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. So, well, that is going to be it for me today. I just want to show you this up close real quick. That's going to be it for me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you that stops by. So as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.